Hello and welcome to Flip-Flops and Notebooks. I am Elliot and I'm kind of pretty excited about today's book. It's been a book I've been meaning to read since 2013. God only knows why it took me so long to read it. It is Michelle Moran's Nefertiti. Let's grab yourself a cup of coffee and tea and let's get started. Alright, so I've been fascinated with ancient Egypt since probably grade school, and every so often I try to read up on all the new discoveries that's been happening, and that always leads me to historical fictional stories of ancient Egypt. And I kind of have to always remind myself that these names used to be real people, living, breathing people, like names like Nefertiti or Hatshepsut or Akhenaten. They were people walking the earth, living, breathing, making decisions, good ones, bad ones, it's up to our own judgment. And the author of Nefertiti, Moran, she did an amazing, phenomenal job in bringing these characters to life, to make them real, to have us realize that, hey, these aren't just names that we found or Egyptologists found on the walls of these tombs. No, these were humans, flesh and blood people. I still can't believe it. It's just amazing to me. All right, let's talk about the characters. They're real. They're interesting. They're multidimensional. They're complex. And they're even complicated. I mean, Nefertiti herself, like I was sitting here reading about her, and every so often I would go, "Oh, that woman," because it's like I couldn't believe what I was reading. And of course, I was wondering what was her motivation. Was she really power hungry? Was it a form of survival, the way she acted, the decisions that she made? Who knows? This entire story is actually told from the perspective of her younger sister, and I have a really difficult time pronouncing her name. I think it's Notchmet. I just call Mutney, like in the book. I really appreciated reading the story from her point of view. It gave it a little something special, something extra. It kind of made the reader, us, more like hovering, always wondering what Nefertiti would do next, and always had us asking questions about her. So we got to know Nefertiti a little bit closer than we probably all knew before. At the same time, there's still that sense of mystery about her, which I really enjoyed. The writing was excellent. It was superb. I was there. Like every scene, it just felt so real. I could almost feel the sand underneath my feet, the sun on my shoulders. I just did not want to finish. I didn't want the story to end. I was so mesmerized by it. And let me just read you a very quick passage to show you what I mean. The temple of Aten was completed early, in time for Nefertiti to give birth. The child weighing heavily on her, and she sat in a special pavilion decorated with images of Hathor and Bez, her feet propped on feather pillows while a harpist played music in the antechamber. Fan bearers stood at every corner of the room. My sister reigned as queen of the bedside, snapping at anyone who was near, even our father. I think we've all met people like that, and I mean, it's just a very short snippet, but I just loved her writing. The plot, I mean, it's Nefertiti's life, or the most important chapters of it, told, of course, from the sister's point of view. So we get like a bit of a, maybe not her judgment, but maybe kind of like sometimes her opinion about it. It was gripping, and it always made me wonder, did things really happen this way? Could there be a possibility that things happen that way? Who knows? It was also a steady pace, and it wasn't shy to unfold slowly, but with much reward. I wish I could read this book for the first time all over again. It was that beautiful. It was compelling. It was an example of true storytelling, and it is a must read for me. It's one of my favorite books now. Yeah, so this is enough for me because, as I said, I could go on gushing for a very long time. Let's keep the conversation going. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments, because two people can read the same book but never the same story. So thank you for watching. See you next time.